Greetings, fellow traders. Bowman here. It's time for the daily market wrap for Thursday, May the 20th, 2021. I hope everybody had a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right. Well, let's check and see where we left off in the market here today. So SPX up 43 points today. So still red on the monthly chart. Weekly chart still inside week, right? But still also in last week's lower shadow. So a little bit of concern right there. McClellan oscillator still looking okay. Daily chart back over the ADMA. We're seeing a lot of these type of Morningstar reversals here today on a bunch of different names like Apple, Tesla, right? We're not seeing a lot of volume going along with it, but it was generally okay, right? So if we go to the Elliott wave count here, we're looking at this as a wave 2 pullback, right, or just an ABC pullback right here. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4 wave 1, ABC wave 2, possibly a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish type move right here for sub wave 1, 2, and then we'll see if we can get going, right? And we also could be working on a triangle right here, but in the meantime, we did have some bullish price action today, so we'll see if that gets any follow through to the upside. We did hold the geometric line here today, and but decreasing volume here on the SPY, flattish ADMA. We are above it, but I really would have liked to have seen a little bit, more buying going in today. Would have been great. Let's take a look at the S&P futures. So S&P. Again, it was all about this geometrical line here this morning. It really was incredible. Job numbers came out, and continuing claims were actually up, even though initial claims were slightly down, but bullish. Right? So we ended up plowing through a lot of levels, and we hit all our targets that we talked about in the futures game plan today, which was pretty cool. Right? So MES, let's take a look. So MES, again, same thing, geometric breakout for a nice move. Now we'll see how it handles this geometric line here going into this evening. Let's see with the Qs. So Qs again, pretty impressive stuff. Consolidation and then just ripped here throughout the day. Got over its 15-order high and continued to push. IWM hung in there, right? It was not till the end of the day where it started to get going. XLF, again, bearish for the majority of the day and then ended up pulling back into the 15-order range. So we got that going on. VIX, let's take a look. VIX kind of back into that 20 zone area, still over 20, but back in the zone, right? This actually kind of looks head and shoulderish, doesn't it? Kind of like broke down below the sideways head and shoulders move and then, down. So anyway, was looking interesting this morning, pre-market, like it was starting to perk up again, and then just got suppressed back down there. So we'll see how it goes going into tomorrow. Again, guys, tomorrow's option expiration day, so OPEX day. So remember that. It could be an interesting one. Could be some shenanigans, and then look for more activity next week. Apples and bananas. Nice push up here between signal zones here today. Tesla. So Tesla got, wow, this is awesome. So we expected this to hit our signal zone today, and it did it right off of a golden zone bounce. I love this. Incredible move right there, and pushed all the way up to the signal zone today. Really incredible stuff. Really incredible stuff. Let's take a couple other names that were pretty interesting today. So Cisco, we talked about the possibility of a fade on this one today if it couldn't break below the pre-market lows, right? Instead, we ended up breaking through the pre-market pivots pre-market and then getting a really strong push right here, forming a 15-orb high, consolidating at the 15-orb high, and then really making a nice move out here today. Look at this on the daily chart. Look at that candle. Goodness gracious. It's like it didn't even have bad guidance. So that's what scares me about this one. I'm not super duper. I love the candle. I'm just bullish engulfing. I'm just not super duper bullish on it because there's a reason they gapped down, and that was because of the guidance. So I think this is a technical move today. We may see a small gap up tomorrow, but I'd just be a little bit cautious with that. Not saying it won't go, but just a little bit of caution there. AMAT earnings coming up tonight. Earnings kind of going back and forth here, so let's see if that gets any move going into tomorrow. A couple names that are on the radar as well as Snap. Okay, it's a strong move today. This is in the bubble report this morning for unusual call activity, and the 59 calls were in play yesterday. And now let's see if we can get to the top of the triangle. The only thing that concerns me right here is the 50-day moving average, right? So a little bit of caution off of that. Pins also a beautiful move too of these social media names right to the 200-day moving average, so a little bit of caution there too. Walmart is interesting going in tomorrow. You can keep an eye on this one. Inside day here off the ADMA, see if that gets any follow through. And Lee's Kitchen, Lee Auto, nice gap up today. Could be a potential pause day to work its way up to its 50-day moving average. So stuff that's on our radar, guys. Hopefully you guys found that helpful. We'll talk more about some charts tonight. And until then, guys, stay healthy out there. Remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game.